The man will say no gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody will say, no, Gashishi, why you get 15 million to donate to people? By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me. Now this with the grace, with the
nice one, Okpebholo. Is the audacity for me. Makes sense. I hope you can spare Sheriff now, because everything bothers you. Everything is important apart from governance. That is your primary responsibility to the Edo people. Every other thing, you are going to jump on politics, jump on threats and all of that. Talking like a motor boy or a motor park tout and talking like a common agbero is now your stock in trade. And it's unfortunate how you have galvanized yourself into wanting to create some level of clout around your brand instead of going to primary school to actually learn how to read and write basically. I will tutor you. There are 3 basic ways or 3 basic roads to becoming very influential in the Nigerian political scene. Number 1, you need to have overwhelming intelligence. You need to be brilliant, and that's where people like Olusegun Obasanjo comes into effect. And fortunately for Peter Obi, he seems to have that advantage to also call himself a very smart person, so to speak. And there are a few others, Babatunde Fashola, a couple of all these other guys, I think Soludo and some. And it's really not about academics. Adam Soshomole also fortunately falls into that category of being a very smart politician, so he has some level of influence in our politicking. The next is money. Money is another very important influence or very important factor to having a major influence in our political ecosystem. And that's where Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a couple of Atiku Abubakar before now, used to have all of this monetary influence. The third is results. You need to have results, and result in whatever capacity or whatever opportunity you have, whether to govern, to represent the people. As a senator, you failed, and now you are governor. If I were you, I'll focus, because of all of the 3 that I have mentioned, I do not see a chance for you to be able to come out after governor. The Peter Obi you are critiquing was a governor in Anambra State several years ago. And then it's something that we have to discuss maybe later, looking at Soludo trying to blacklist him, that went on to becoming an advantage for him. I hope, Okpebholo, I hope that after your 8th year, let me just be, with the current political dynamics in Nigeria, you're in the APC. After your 8-year tenure, if you be proud enough to be able to go around Nigeria and say you have a political voice that can stand. The Oshomole you rode on his back, the Gospel Pabi you rode on his back, all of them were successful governors. If I were you at Okpebholo, I will focus on the most important thing, and which is governance, because you've taken everything serious and then you've abandoned the most important thing, which is governance. For you, it is about talking anyhow. If I were you, I'll focus on the thing. By now, I expect you to be putting your teams together. It is not the number of people that decomes to know. It's not the number of political platforms you have that determine whether you're going to have influence. I'm worried for you. I'm worried that of all of the attendant witches and wizards, ancestors, influences that joined in making, in trying to push away the PDP and get you into power, it was still difficult to sell you. You are the most, a friend of mine that is in the APC said you are the most difficult political candidate he has ever sold in his life. No ground, no basics, no power, no influence, no grouse, no sense, no direction, no focus. And look at you talking. I don't know. I could assume that it is lack of grasp for grammar and understanding of the English language that have made you make some of the statements you made here today. I hope you look back at them, because I don't know what is now the difference between you and the Agberu in New Benin Motor Park. And it is not because it's Peter Obi, but I expected more, because you governing a state that is plagued with all sorts of menace, like the Egyptian Israel era or regime. By now you should be focused on how do you get yourself together, where you have tripled your security in traveling to your village. You don't say that in public, but that is a fact, where you know, of course, that you are not even proud to walk into some places. Maybe you should have made this statement in Benin. You made it in your hometown because you were receiving defectors. You should have made it in Benin and let people walk out on you. Again, it's unfortunate that after Peter Obi has governed his state for several years, that is not even, he's been able to walk into Edo State and have that level of clout. You just invited Wiki, they are giving you mind. And the biggest problem you will ever have in life, for any reason, is to have arrogance on top of ignorance, or that your arrogance is fueled by ignorance. Your arrogance is fueled. Before you have audacity, have knowledge. Before you have all of these guts, have sense. It's unfortunate that this is what Edo people are known for, audacity. But then this particular one that you are selling doesn't have engine oil, and the engine oil should be common sense, smartness, brilliance, intelligence, information. Look how you are talking. Shameless governor. We are fighting so hard just to retain that office of the most unfortunate governor in Nigeria. Everything. I'm on transit, I'm doing a trip. I'll settle down and look into this, but because I've been too much and I needed to drop this very quickly so that at least you don't think that you've made any sense in the last couple of hours. If I were you, I would hide my head in shame, focus on my biggest problem.